Good morning, students. Welcoming to the next video class, children. How are you all, children? So I hope all are fine. Okay, good. What are the things learned at the previous class, children? Do you remember that? Yes, good. Very good, students. Tell me. Andrecium, isn't it? So that is, they comes under one of the male reproductive organ, isn't it? Male reproductive organ of the flower, that's we are called andrecium. Single unit of the andrecium is called as, the name is known as stamen, isn't it? Stamen consisting of two parts, you know that? Yes, well, very known, isn't it? A well-known, that is the term. So there is an anther filament, isn't it? That's an anther region. There is one tissues also there. That is the tissue's name is known as connective tissues. Understood, pa? Say yes or no? Yes. Then what are the remaining things learned there, children? Tell me. Yes, very good. Fusion of anther. Fusion of anther means, so they have learned about, that's two terms, isn't it? What are the two types, children? Connation and adnation. Clear? Connation and adnation. Comes under this topic also. There comes in a small headings, isn't it? Some technical terms learned there. Clear? Yes. The next one we learn about, that is the arrangement of the stamens. Arrangement of the stamens means, so regarding relating to the length of the stamens, so there we learn about some of the subtypes. Understood, pa? Say yes or no? Yes. The next one, position of the anther. What is the position? So that is the filament part is they attaching, the filament part is they attaching to that anther region. That regarding we learn about position of this anther. Am I correct, children? Then what is that? That's anther attachments. So these all the things learned, that is the previous class portion. Clear? Yes, good. So today's class we are going to learn about next one of this essential word. Clear? Essential word. So there is the reproductive organ. The last one is the gynecium. Clear, children? So let us learn that today's class we are going to learn about this topic as gynecium. So this is one of this female reproductive organ. Okay? What do you mean by gynecium? Please open your mouth and say some points about or regarding this gynecium. Yes, good. Very good. Tell me. Gynecium. The first point is that's a female reproductive organ, isn't it? Gynecium. Or we are using this term is known as pistil, isn't it? Next, I would ask that question, children. Pistil means what are the things present there? Pistils means what are the things present there? Good, very good. So their presence in an ovary, style and stigma, isn't it? So ovary, style and stigma. So all of you listen. So look this specimen, children. So this is the real specimens. So here, first one, all of you listen very carefully. Okay. So here there is one of the expanded portion is there, isn't it? This expanded portion is we are called as, the name is known as, what is that? Ovary part. Clear? Then, so here this is one of the long elongated region is there. So that elongated region is we are called as, the name is known as very good, style. Clear? So this is the pollen grains or the landing positions. Okay? So this region is we are called as, the name is known as stigma. Understood, pa? So this is the ovary, this is the style, and this pollen grains or the landing region, that's region is we are called as, the name is known as stigma. This is that overall structure, ovary, style, stigma. These all the structure together we are called as, the term is known as pistil. Understood, children? Say yes or no? Yes. Next one, what do you mean by carpel? So this is the pistil or this is a gynecium. The important component is we are called as the name is known as carpel. Clear? So here this carpel term is the individual unit or the important component of this gynecium is we are called as the name is known as carpel. Next one we are going to learn about this is some subtypes of this gynecium. Okay. So there the number of the carpels, fusion of carpels, and then extension of this, the shortened, condensed means that's a shortened internodal of this receptacle region. Clear? Then next one is ovary position. Final one is, so we are going to learn about that is the ovary position. Understood pa? Yes. Above first one, gynecium, that is the number of the carpels, fusion of this carpel, extension of the condensed internode of the receptacle region, and ovary position. Let us learn that one by one. Clear, children? So all of you listen carefully and answer me. Okay? Yes. The first one, the first topic, that's a number of carpels. If we are taking the cross section, okay, so this is the ovary position, okay. If we are taking the cross section from this area, we can clearly identify the number of carpels, okay. So first I am going to tell about what do you mean by carpel, okay. What does mean by carpel? You know that one of the important component of the gynecium is we are called as the name is known as carpel, clear. But here the carpels numbers base, from here we are take it in a cross section, we can clearly identify the carpels, right? The carpels numbers based, okay? So that is we are telling in a some of this technical terms or that is the technical names, okay? So that related, so first one is unicarpellary, bicarpellary, tricarpellary, tetracarpellary and pentacarpellary. You know that the name itself, they have that answer. Unicarpal. So how many carpels are there? So how many carpels means the single carpel is present in that flower. Okay, the ovary region, the single carpel is there means. So that is we are called as the name is known as. Okay, unicarpellary. Clear? So regarding the numbers, so bi means 2 carpels are there, 3 means tricarpellary, 4 carpels are there means, so that is the term as we are telling in a tetracarpellary, 5 carpels are there means, so that is pentacarpellary, okay. So that is more than 5 means, so we are mentioning in the term is known as multicarpellary. Understood, children? So regarding that numbers based, we are telling in the carpels. Clear? That is known as number of carpels. So how many carpel is there, that regarding we are telling in the, that's the number of the carpels. Okay. So each carpels numbers based, they are giving in a one of this family members. Okay. First one, the unicarpellary, so that's the name is known as Fabaceae. Okay. The next one, bicarpellary. So that is the example of this carpel is, the family name is Rubiaceae family. The next one, tricarpellary, one of the best example of the family members is the Cucurbitaceae. The next one, tetracarpellary, so that's the name is known as, one of the best example of the family is Lamiaceae. Okay. Then finally, pentacarpellary, that's one of the good example of the species is the Nymphaceae family. Clear, children? First one, the number of this carpels regarding, so you can tell the terms of this carpels. Clear? Yes. Next one, we are going to learn about this fusion of carpels. Fusion means you know that the joining of this carpels. Okay? The carpels means you know that carpels, how to fusing or how to attaching that carpels, that related we can using in a 2 terms. One is apocarpus and another one is syncarpus. Clear pa? One is apocarpus and another one is syncarpus. Apocarpus means the pistil there presents two or more or one or two carpels are so free condition or distinctly presence means, so that is we are called as, the name is known as apocarpus condition. Understood? Will you able to follow? Say yes or no, children? Very good. Apocarpus, the pistil they presents, they consisting of a one or more carpels. Okay. That carpels are distinct or that's freely presents that carpel means, so that is we are called as, the name is known as apocarpus condition. So this is one of the one of this familiar example of Annonaceae family. Okay, so that is Annonaceae. Annonaceae family, that's a specimen name is Annona. Clear? This one. Understood, children? Free carpels are there means, so that is we are called as, the name is known as apocarpus. Then syncarpus condition. Syncarpus condition means, so there is a united or fused form of this carpel is presence in there means, so that is we are called as, the name is known as syncarpus condition. Syn, so that's mean by fused or that's united or joined carpels. Understood, ma? So this is the example. So this is the condition. So if you clearly see, this is the diagram of, that's a syncarpus condition. Understood, ma? So here they mentioning in two terms of this fusion of this carpel. One is apocarpus, that's Annona, and then the second one is syncarpus. The example of this is family member is a citrus, tomato. So these are the examples of this specimen is they comes under in a syncarpus condition. Understood, ma? Say yes or no? Say yes or no, ma? Yes, good. Don't forget these are the terms, children. Very important for we are going to learn about this taxonomy. Okay? So that's why I am requesting you, children, listen the class and then you have to keep it in your mind with some of the technical terms. That's all. Clear, pa? Yes, good. Very good. Next we are moving, there is the next one, number of locules. Okay? First one, you know that what do you mean by placenta? What does the term as placenta means? Listen very carefully. Okay. So here, if you are looking that's on flower means that's ovary is there, isn't it? Pistil consisting of three parts. One is ovary, style, stigma. Clear? That concept is all are clear, children? Yes, good, very good. This ovary, we will take means, so their cross section means, so we can see that's carpel, isn't it? So there, the ovary, there bears that's a ovule, clear? These ovule attaching in it one special type of tissues, children. That tissues we are called as, the name is known as placenta. Understood, ma? First term, what do you mean by placenta? Placenta means the ovary that bears that ovule. Okay. That ovules are attaching in a one special type of tissues, children. That's we are called as, the name is known as placenta. Suppose, so here this is the ovule means, so here there is certain attaching of this, some of this special type of tissue, children, that is known as placenta. Clear, children? Say yes or no? Next one, what do you mean by septa or septum? Septa or septum means, so this is a septa or septum means, so that is a cross wall or that one of the partition is present inside the ovary. Clear? Just a cross wall, just a cross wall. This like one line is there, no? This one. The cross wall or that's just like the ovary partition. Okay, partition. That's known as, we are called, that's the name is known as septa or septum. Understood, ba? Say yes or no? Then finally we are comes to this point. What do you mean by locule? Clear? Locule means the separation of this ovule. Clear? All of you listen. The separation of this ovary, the partition. Okay, so this is a partition. I mean this is a cross wall, and then so this is the compartment of this ovary wall. there one empty space is there, children. See, all of you see, this is the space, this one, this one, this one, this one. So, okay, so many empty spaces present inside the ovary. Clear? That empty spaces we are called as, the name is known as locule. Clear, children? What do you mean by locule? Very good. So the partition or the separation of this cross wall, the ovary wall, and this area, this is the empty region. Okay, this empty region is we are called as, the name is known as locule. Clear, children? So then we are going to learn about this is the next term, the number of locules. Regarding this numbers of this empty space, okay, regarding the number of this empty space, this regarding, clear, children? So that regarding we are telling in some of these terms. I mean, only one locule is there means, so that is we are called as unilocular. The two empty spaces there means, so that is we are called bilocular. Clear? Then suppose the three, and three means regarding we are telling in a trilocular, 4 means tetralocular, and 5 means pentalocular. Okay, so this like only we are telling in the number of these locules. Based on that corresponding the number of the locule, how many locules are present in that ovary or the carpal region, that regarding we are going to tell about this is the number of locules. Are you understood, ma? Say yes or no? Yes, very good, children. Okay. The next one, the extension of this contention means, so that is the shortened inner nodal regions of the receptacle part. Okay. Then how that is the receptacle region, so that is the shortened inner nodal region is present, that regarding we are going to learn about that's 4 types. Clear, children? Shall we continue? Yes, good. All of you listen carefully. Okay. First one, anthophore, anthrophore, gynophore, gynandrophore or androgynandophore. Shall we repeat? Yes, very good, children. Anthophore, anthrophore, gynophore and gynoandrophore or gynoandrophore. Clear, children? So first one, anthophore, anthrophore, gynophore, gynoandrophore or androgynophore. Clear, children? So these are the 4 types or the extension of this area, the elongated extension or that's a condensed internodal parts of this thalamus, that regarding they are telling these are the 4 types. Clear? The next one, let us learn this one by one detailing. Clear? The first one, anthophore. Anthophore means here that's a internodal elongation. Okay, the shortening of this or that's a condensed of this. The internodal elongation is the presence in a calyx and corolla regions. Okay, the internodal regions, the elongation is the presence in a, this is the calyx part, this is the corolla part. The in between the calyx and corolla, the presence that the internodal region, that's we are called as, the name is known as anthophore. Clear, children? Say yes or no? Yes. Next one, anthrophore. A-N-D-R-O. Anthrophore. Clear? So this one, the internodal elongation is the presence in the corolla and andrecium part. Clear? Where is that region? Corolla and andrecium part. That's we are called as, the name is known as anthrophore. Clear? Then gynophore. Gynophore means, so the internodal elongation, the presence between that's andrecium and gynecium region. Okay, so here the presence in the andrecium and gynecium. The internodal elongation is the presence between the andrecium and gynecium. That's we are called as, the name is known as gynophore. Clear, children? Then finally, so this one is they called androgynophore, or so we are telling in that another one name is known as gynoandrophore. Okay, androgynophore or there is a gynoandrophore. So this one means, all of you listen children. So this is the presence between the calyx and corolla and andrecium and gynoecium. The internodal parts, that's the elongation is they occur or they form in between the calyx and corolla at andrecium and gynoecium. There, that's the internodal region is the presence means. So that is we are called as, the name is known as this diagram, the representation of this, the last type. Clear children? So that is the one of this very that's a useful terms we had completed in, that is that's the extension of this condensed elongation or that's a condensed axis of this, the thalamus. Understood pa? Say yes or no? Yes, good. Don't forget that's a 4 names. Understood ma? That's very important for that. Okay? Next one, finally we are going to learn about that's the term as ovary position. Okay, how we are find out in that's the ovary position. The first one, if we are get it in one of these real specimens means how we are identifying the ovary positions. Okay, the first one, ovary means first basic concept, the ovary is considering the main concept. Okay, then the position we are mentioning in 3 types. One is superior ovary and another one is inferior ovary and the third one is half inferior ovary. Ovary region is the basic concept. Okay, this you should that just considering in a ovary part. Then remaining floral whorls, I mean calyx whorl, corolla whorl, clear, andrecial whorl. So that is we are telling in a sepal, petal or stamens. Okay. These parts are arises from that which part of this, which position of this ovary, that based only we are going to mentioning in a position of this ovary. Are you clear children? First all of you look this specimen children. First one already I said this is the ovary, isn't it? Continuation, that's the elongation part as we are called as, the name is known as style. Clear? So this part is we are telling in a stigma. Clear? Here that's a 3 type of the ovaries there. One is very good. What is that? Superior ovary, inferior ovary, half inferior ovary. Okay. I am going to tell that's one by one, that's a term. Superior ovary means the ovary position is above, then remaining floral whorls. Remaining floral whorls means you know that sepal whorl, petal whorl, stamens whorl. Okay. That sepal, petal and that's a stamens whorls are, they arises from the base of the ovary means that is we are called as, the name is known as superior ovary. Clear children? So all of you listen. This is the ovary position. Then all the floral parts are arises from the base of the, this is the ovary means base of the regions the floral whorls are arising means sepal, petal or stamens. Okay. That's we are called as, the name is known as superior ovary. Clear children? What do you mean by inferior ovary means? So this is the one of the good condition. This is ovary children. All the floral whorls, already I said this is a stamen, this is a corolla and sepal. Everyone, I mean all the floral whorls are arises from the above the tip of the ovary means, so that is we are called as, the name is known as inferior ovary. Clear children? Say yes or no pa? Yes. Then half inferior ovary. Half inferior ovary means all the floral whorls, I mean this is a corolla, sepal whorl and then this is andrecium. Okay, all the floral whorls are arises from the in between of this ovary. So this is the ovary, in between the floral whorls are arises means, so that is we are called as, the name is known as half inferior ovary. Understood children? Say yes or no ma? Yes. So this is a very important terms we are using in that is the if we are going to learn about that's a family, there we can using that's some of the technical terms. This is the one of the very important term. We can identify or finalizing the position of the ovary of the flower. Clear, children? So also don't forget, just remember in your mind, children, the superior ovary means so all the floral whorls are arises from the base of the ovary. Then inferior ovary means so all the floral whorls are arises from the above the ovary. Then half inferior means all the floral whorls are arises from the in between, that's the ovary part. Clear? So this is the three terms, the three positions they are mentioning in that is the ovary. Understood, ma'am? Say yes or no? Once again, I'll tell about this today's class. First one, gynoecium. You know that very well. What does mean by gynoecium? Then there we are going to learn about there's three types. Number of the carpels, fusion of the carpel, extension of this condensed internodal of this the thalamus or receptacle region. Then finally we had completed in this ovary positions. Understood, ma'am? So these are the things we had finished in our class today. Okay. Thank you very much, students. Thank you very much.